As a manager or a supervisor, it's easy to believe that your job is to fix what's broken, to find the problems in your team and organization and solve them, to deal with the hard stuff. But here's the thing, not everything's broken. And when you get caught in this overdone problem-solving approach to leadership, it starts to work against you. Think about when you were learning to drive. One of the very first things you were taught was focus on where you want to go, not where you don't want to go. Because the moment you start to look at the ditch or the guardrail beside you, you'll find yourself drifting in that direction. What we focus on becomes our reality. The very best way for you and your team to experience improved results is to identify what's working. Look at what's working at its very best and talk about how do we replicate that in the season ahead. Take these best case scenarios and make them your new normal. This counterintuitive approach to leadership is referred to as appreciative inquiry, and it's something that you can start to practice right away. At your next team meeting, start by giving each person 5 minutes time to independently jot down when they feel the team had been working at its very best in the past season. Then, give each person a chance to share their story. Now, if you're in a small team of 6 or less people, this can be done as a group. If you're in a larger team, you can break the participants up into smaller groups. Finally, when someone finishes telling their story, take some time together to talk about what was transferable about that story. What could we start to do right now that would allow us to experience more of those stories in the season ahead? After that, switch. Let the next person tell their story. Not only does this result in a meeting that's way more motivating and encouraging and empowering than most meetings, you'll leave with more action steps than you'd ever generate with a traditional problem-solving approach. Most leaders just spend way too much of their time and energy focusing on what's broken, what's not working. Great leaders rise above that trap. They've trained themselves to deliberately focus on what's working, and from that learn how do we do more of that in the season ahead. And when they do that, when you start to do that, you gain a massive competitive advantage.